Hello everyone, welcome to NASCAR News Kid. Today we're going to talk about the Michigan NASCAR Cup Series race that was held this weekend. It was a phenomenal race, everything you can imagine, except for flips, like fuel mileage, underdogs being up there, and multiple heartbreaks. We'll get to all that in just a moment. Before we get to it, please hit that like button and subscribe. It is a free way to help out this channel. A lot of work goes into these videos and everything in between for this channel, so thank you all also to all you supporters who support this channel and helping it grow. Anyway, let's get to the recap here. Chase Briscoe won his third consecutive pole of the season. He would lead the field to green. He would lead until lap 14 when William Byron would take the lead from him and run away until Chris Buescher was running him down with a long run car. He would pass him with 5 to go in the stage, and he won that stage easy there with 5 to go, kind of riding behind him, saving some fuel as well. And stage 2 would start off with some cars pitting under that caution. Some would take less fuel. They wouldn't wait on fuel, and they would get the lead. And one of those was Ryan Blaney, who would not wait on fuel, and he would lead the field to green until a few laps later under green, Chase Elliott would pull off some side draft into turn number 1, send it in there, and pass Ryan Blaney, who would run away until the caution came out on lap 60, which was only like 12 laps under green. And Noah Gragson and John Hunter Nemechek would get together in turn number 2, causing the caution on lap 60. And then there'd be another whole wave of people pitting, some people pitting. Chase Elliott was not one of those people. He decided to stay out, and he would lead until yet another caution. And this one was the most serious caution, I'd say, of the race, because it brought out a red flag. Austin Cindric and Cole Custer would make contact, and Bowman was running above them, and he would get hooked. He'd get sent into the turn 2 wall. Very violent crash. Bowman said that was probably the worst hit he's taken in a race car. When he got out, he was okay. And Briscoe would get hooked, but he would spin barely any damage there, so he would be able to continue. But really, really violent hit for Alex Bowman there. He is okay. So that is the good end of the stick there. Chase Elliott would lead the field back to green, but not for long. I mean, like a 6-lap run, not even, like a 5-lap run. And the caution would be for John Hunter Nemechek getting into the wall, turn 3 and 4, and spinning all by himself. So not that big of a wreck, unlike the one we just talked about. Chase Elliott and others would actually pit, and Elliott would surrender the lead to Christopher Bell, who would take the lead. And Byron would eventually take the lead away from Bell and run away with it. And Bell would have to surrender second with 15 to go in the stage 2, and Ryan Blaney would soon spin from turn 4 just after Christopher Bell pitted. He'd spin. If only Bell waited a few laps, if he could have, because he was tight on fuel, but if only he waited a few laps, he would have been good to pit, and he got the free pass there. Ryan Blaney spun, and that caused a caution. Bell would get the free pass, so he was lucky there, not totally destroying his day. And everyone would pit except for Austin Cindric, Austin Dillon, and Chase Briscoe. They would all stay out. It wouldn't last long. The only really one to survive on the restart was Austin Cindric, who put up a great fight for the stage. Byron pits, and out of the pits, followed by Reddick and Hocevar. And Keselowski was one of those guys who stayed out till the end, till that caution. And he would actually lose what could have been a great day by speeding on pit road. Typical Brad, so yeah, not really surprised by that. Cindric would lead the field back to green with 7 to go in the stage. And Byron would pass Cindric with 1 to go in the stage. He would put up a great fight in the end, and he would finish second in stage 2. Not what they were looking for that playoff point to add to the playoff point stack that they have from that win. And he would finish second. Carson Hocevar, a notable finisher in that stage, in third. Keep in mind for that for stage 3 here. Some cars would pit, including Cindric, Larson, Briscoe, and more. Byron leads the field back to green, and he would clear for the lead until, with this long run, like 75 laps, until a caution with 52 to go. This is the caution that shakes everything up. Caution with 3 to go. Todd Gilliland crashes in turn number 2, kind of gets loose, up and out of the groove, and crashes into the outside wall. Probably the second most violent wreck of the day. And all pit. Some take 2 tires, others take 4. For example, Zane Smith got out first with 2 tires. Reddick had a huge mistake. And he was able to actually rebound. We'll talk about where he finished in a second. He had to take longer on pit road because he had to back up to get out of the stall. He was stuck behind, I forget who it was. Brad Keselowski, I think. Someone like that. And that took him longer, so he got out very far back. And Zane Smith would lead the field back to green with Carson Hocevar. And Larson would pass Hocevar on the initial start, turn 3. But no Hocevar storms at turn number 3 and 4 and takes that lead back from Kyle Larson. Now, here's the twist. It's not completely over yet. William Byron, Kyle Larson, and Ty Gibbs, as well as Carson Hocevar, all stack up on top of one another. They're running super close. This is later in the run, where Hocevar actually got out front for a little bit, and then Larson and Byron would close in, and then Gibbs, and then Buescher. They would all 4 be saving fuel, just riding behind each other, being a fuel mileage race, and Hamlin and Byron would battle once, Hocevar actually, Hocevar was running up there, and we talk about all the mistakes that Hocevar has made that aren't even his fault. He blew a tire, which surrendered the lead to Hamlin and Byron, and Gibbs was coming too. Another mistake. I mean, Carson Hocevar was already kind of short on fuel, but blowing a tire made it worse. So Carson Hocevar, yet another disappointment, another heartbreak for him. And Denny Hamlin and William Byron would battle, and Hamlin would eventually pass William Byron with only 5 laps to go. Byron would run out of gas, and Denny Hamlin would take the victory in Michigan. Chris Buescher would come home second, and Ty Gibbs in third. Just the top 3 there. Denny Hamlin, incredible work, incredible. I mean, he ran out of gas trying to get to victory lane, but he had enough for, a burnout, all that great stuff, multiple burnouts. Great measuring by Chris Gale and that whole team. Incredible work by Denny Hamlin and team getting that close and still winning. And good job to Chris Buescher finishing second. Incredible work by them as well. Third for Ty Gibbs. He was very upset in post-race, but third, he takes it. Fourth for Bubba Wallace. Incredible day. Shout out to him. We knew he would be good here. He's always been good at these kinds of tracks. And he rallied back for a 4th place finish. 5th for Kyle Larson, who is actually showing his true colors on the radio today. Rallies back to a 5th place finish. I mean, he has just been down these past few weeks. Not the quiet guy we all know. He is really still upset. And people will disagree. He is still upset about Indy. He's still upset about May, the month of May, just being a total disaster almost. So, 5th, not bad, just keeping that momentum. 6th for Ross Chastain, talking about momentum. He is another driver keeping some momentum rolling. Zane Smith in 7th, great job, great strategy. 2 tires on that last stop, so good job for them. 8th for Kyle Busch, he ran up there, qualified 2nd on the front row, so really good day for him. 9th for Ryan Preece, got up there with some fuel strategy. 10th for Keselowski, who actually has a speeding penalty. Typical Brad. Now he's up to 10th, somehow rallies back. So great job for that group. 11th, my 36 pick, Eric Jones. Ran up there, pretty much there all day. So good job for him. He got me some really good points. We'll talk about that in just a moment. 12th for Josh Berry, no surprise. He's always been good at these kinds of tracks. He won at Las Vegas earlier this season, so good job for him. No surprise there. 13th for Tyler Reddick. My brother's 36 or 36 pick, so we were really close. More about that in a second. 14th for Daniel Suarez, looking for some momentum going into his home track. And by the way, he actually mentioned his contract is getting him very nervous. 15th for Chase Elliott, who actually showed speed today, which was actually good to see for the first time in forever. 16th for Christopher Bell, some notables here. He wasn't really up there all day, just kind of quiet, as usual here in Michigan. 18th for SVG. He's getting better. Every oval, oval, he is getting better every single time, and going into a road course, 18th on oval, that's a confidence booster. He could definitely win in Mexico, no doubt. 22nd for Joey Logano, had a decent showing, kind of typical this season. He hasn't been completely strong, but yeah, just showing barely any speed today. 23rd for Chase Briscoe, just good on Saturday, not great on Sunday, so they need to up that game. 28th for Byron after running out of gas with 5 to go. That must really hurt and sting. 29th for Carson Hocevar, 1 lap down. He also had a mistake that wasn't his, blew a tire with like 19 to go, so he was taken out of contention for what could have been his first career win. 30th for Michael McDowell, 1 lap down. He was up there in some of the final restarts, which was really awesome to see. 31st for Austin Cindric, who came second in stage 2, was up there contending, had some decent speed, even on old tires. He had some real speed. 32nd for Ryan Blaney, who also had some issues, not even coming to pit road, but in that pit cycle, that dropped him down a lot. And now for the DNFs here, 33rd for Gilliland, 34th for Nemechek, 35th for Custer, and 36th for Bowman. 3rd race in a row, he's had some sort of issue, and it ends in a DNF yet again. So really, really disappointing stretch for really Hendrick as a whole right now. But Bowman, really, really disappointing stretch that he is in right now. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, our 36 for 36 challenge. It was really close this weekend, and being honest, Jones kind of got me, like, if there were points for running how high you were in the leaderboard, he would have definitely got me more points, but just didn't come out how it was supposed to. Jones got me 27 points. Reddick got my brother 31. So that is 4 points gained by my brother. I believe that is like a 78-point gap or something. So it's still a lot I need to gain back. But I am feeling confident going into these next few races, especially the road courses where there's only a few drivers that you should be picking. I feel confident in what I'm picking for these next few races. So stay tuned for that. Go to the short section if you want to follow up on that for Mexico and see who my picks are. And you can follow along. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope you all join us. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps our channel a lot. It's free. And you can do it really, really quickly. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you before Mexico, and if not, after Mexico.